Good afternoon. If you're watching this video, it is probably because you're having some problems. Maybe you're losing a job. Maybe your relationships are changed. Maybe you just feel like you're battling the world. I've been there. I definitely know what that's like. I wanted to share this video to kind of give a couple useful tips, things that have helped me through fear, through panic, through anxiety, when my world was closing in all around me and I didn't feel like I had anywhere to go. So my story is that I had been 5 years sober through the process of the 12 steps, and I was quitting my job, and it was a very difficult decision. And I was in absolute panic, fight or flight mode for days on end. I didn't sleep, I didn't eat, and it was one of the most difficult experiences of my life. I have an addiction doctor specialist friend of mine who walked with me along with many others through this part of my journey, and some of the things that he taught me really helped me calm down enough to get reconnected. And when I say reconnected, I mean reconnected with both the people in my life around me, my supports, but also the ultimate spirit of the universe. And that was most important. I think that fear and panic and anxiety are a disconnect. And how do we get reconnected? So this video is based on three, one, two, three very basic ideas that are super helpful. So first of all, the first idea is pray to get connected spiritually. So I'm able to give thanks, but in those moments, of course, I'm not particularly interested in doing that. But I do pray for strength, for direction, for knowledge of whatever God wants me to do. So just a short prayer before you start any exercise really helps, and it plays a big part of this because ultimately what we're trying to do is form a spiritual relationship with power. And I need to tap into power because I can't do this on my own. I've demonstrated that over and over again, right? So the second part, the main part of this thing, is to breathe, right? So some breathing exercises. I want to share what really worked for me through this process to calm me and all these things. When we talk about breathing, like when we and the connection between anxiety and breathing, anytime I enter that anxious state, or anytime I hear bad news, or anytime I'm expecting something bad to happen, I'm actually not breathing in those moments. I stop breathing, right? So it's super important for my brain and my body to be oxygenized, to feel air through my lungs, all this kind of stuff. So a major part of this is breathing. I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to offer some useful tips and tricks when it comes to that. And finally, the third part of this is to bless, right? So to bless others plays a huge part in my spiritual life today. That selfishness and self-centeredness is the root of my troubles, and I want to be able to give back, and I want this power to help those around me. So that's the third part of this. So pray, breathe, bless. Pray, breathe, bless. So I want to show you the breathing routine that really works for me. Super oxygenated. I want you to know the first time I did this, when I was in my doctor's office going through that terrible time in my life, he said, okay, you can stop and you can get up now. And I tried to stand up, and I nearly fell over. Like it really reset my brain waves. It was a wild experience. So the breathing pattern, all of our breath is going to be through our nose, and I'm just going to show you how to do it. So I'll get real close so you can see my nose hair, and you'll be able to see how I breathe, and then you'll be able to practice it on your own. So what it is a normal breath in through your nose, hold, full breath, diaphragm breath in through your nose, hold, and breathe out through your nose. Again, normal breath, hold, full breath, hold, out through the nose. Just to mention, always be in a comfortable position, preferably not with your shoes on. Be somewhere where you're comfortable for doing this. So once again, short, regular breath in through the nose. Hold, deep breath. Diaphragm, hold, and out through the nose. So, before we start, God, we just ask you for grace during this time. We ask you for healing. We ask you for connection. We want to feel your presence and your love in my life. Allow this exercise to be a demonstration of my willingness to grow toward you, not away from you. I need you in my life today. And breathe. Regular breath in, full breath, and breathe out. Regular breath in, full breath, and breathe out. Regular breath in, full breath, breathe out. I'm going to do this breath 16 times. Regular breath in, God, I thank you for entering my life. I thank you for entering the lives of those around me. I thank you for the difference you make in my friends and my family. I thank you that I see you in the lives of many people in here in Prince George. I thank you for the deep impact of my heart and my life. Enjoy that. 16 breaths. Pray before, bless after. We are seeking relationship.